What's going on, guys? It's Gendo here, and I'd like to welcome you back to another edition of my Pentagon slash Hexagon series. Well, today Sport Recife are going to be taking on Santa Cruz in the Campeonato Pernambucano as we're winding down the second round of that stage. It is a major derby for Sport Recife, and I really try to pick a good breaking point in the schedule to live com the next match, but there is just so many teams that were very small time and I felt were very easy victories. And I initially said Nautico or ABC in one of those two cup competitions, but in the end I decided to go with Santa Cruz because it is the biggest derby for Sport Recife. And since neither Santa Cruz nor Nautico are in the Serie A, I might as well showcase this because it is the biggest match that we're going to have outside of Brasileirão. So just taking a look at how we've gone on, yeah, it's safe to assume that we were expected to boss this competitions, and we done exactly that. We have gone undefeated in both the Pernambucano and the Nordestão. In fact, actually defeating everyone in our Nordestão group, going 6-0-0, 18 points, perfect. And we're going to be moving on to the next round, the quarterfinal leg, against ABC, as you can see here. ABC were actually in our group, and we're going to be facing them in the quarterfinal round, which is really kind of interesting. There are only 5 groups, so I guess it's the 3 best second-place teams, which would have been Nautico, Fortaleza, and ABC, just going over Sampaio Correa. I see that now. But yeah, going back through the Nordestão group, we did have one of the easiest Nordestão groups. Just taking a look. In our first match in the Nordestão, we took on CSA away from home, and we just utterly destroyed them 5-0. Eric and Octavio getting braces, along with an own goal to help us out. 24 shots, 12 of them on target, nice 50% ratio. When you're going up against the Serie D squad, there is no reason why we shouldn't have any problems with it, and we took care of business. Going then up against ABC, at home we defeated them 3-0, Duarte, Aleph, and Kamani Caligari getting himself on the score sheet. Once again, our 24 shots taken, 11 of them on target. Majority of play was in ABC's half, so just constant pressure and constantly forcing the issue on their defense, allowing them only 1 shot on target. Just nothing else to say except it's exactly how we should be playing against teams that are weaker than us. However, against Campinense, I believe, are in a division, in inferior division, I believe it's what the tag is. We only defeated them 2-0 at home, but it's a victory nonetheless. Caligari once again getting on the score sheet. Franco Ramos picking himself up a goal. Both of them in the second half. It took a little while to get anything going, but Campinense, right near the end of the first half, did get a man sent off. So 2 goals against a 10-man inferior division side is a little less than what I expected. But up front, Eric wasn't having the best of days, so you had to rely on the wingers and even our left back to even get something going. 36 shots, 15 on target, utterly demolishing them in possession. So a good victory for us there. Continuing on with CSA again in the home leg, we finally give up a goal in this competition, but it came in a utter demolition once again. 6-1 at home, starting off with an own goal, and then Aleph, Eric, Marcinho, and Ramos picking up a brace. Just do I have to keep repeating myself? This is exactly how we should be playing against lower teams, building up confidence, but I fear that with all these wins against Serie B and lower sides, just like last season, it's not going to prepare us for Serie A teams. We then once again took on Campinense and defeating them 3-1 away from home. Caligari and Eric picking up goals, Eric getting a brace. outshooting them 41-4. Another solid victory. And then the final match in the Nordestyle group was ABC, taking them on away from home. It was a little closer this time, as we were actually trailing at one point after their striker got themselves a brace. Luciano getting a goal in the 14th, but then William tying it up in the 55th minute, and Eric getting the game winner in the 74th. Considerably less shots taken this time around, 17 to their 8, but the results were still the same, picking up the victory and going undefeated in the group. So now, after that, here's the Nordestyle quarterfinal, once again taking on ABC. I didn't think that they would be giving us the same matchup in the that we had in the group stage in the quarterfinals, but I guess that's how it goes about. Here are the other 6 teams that are going to be in the quarterfinals. You have Fortaleza, Bahia, Nautico, Vitória, CRB, and Santa Cruz. The only big team I can see out of that is Vitória, as they were the ones who defeated us last year in the finals and could very well do it again, or at least get to the finals this season. Bahia being the other Serie A squad, everyone else is B and or C. I think CRB is a C side. Yes, they are. So yeah, Bahia, Sport, and Vitória are the 3 Serie A squads, and more than likely should be the ones that are getting to the semifinals, if not the finals. So then we take a look at our State Cup competition, the Campeonato Pernambucano, as we did not go completely dominated, or we did not go completely domination, win every single match. There were a couple draws in there, as you can see. A draw against Porto, 0-0, and then a draw against our affiliate team, Salgueiros, 1-1, at home nonetheless, and we needed the goal at the very death of the match, as Caligari picking it up in the first minute of stoppage time. We completely outclassed them, outplayed them, but they just had themselves a very lucky goal in the 3rd minute that had us chasing the issue throughout the entire match. We were very lucky ourselves to pick up that goal. If we would have lost here, there would have been several unhappy fans and an unhappy manager too. I would not have liked to have lost to a team that we were destined to defeat. But taking a look at some of the other notable wins, like 4-2 against Nautico at home, Luciano getting himself a brace, as well as Octavio. Completely outplayed them, 26-8 shots, majority possession. Then going against our other team, one of our other rivals, Santa Cruz, we defeated them 5-1 away from home. So what does that say about what our match today is going to be like? I don't know. But Luciano, Caligari, Duarte, and Leandro all getting on the score sheet, putting together solid victories. Yeah, taking a look at everything else, we started off with Central 2-1 against Salgueiros. The first leg, we defeated them 3-1 away from home. Nautico, Santa Cruz, Porto was the very disappointing, very boring 0-0 draw. Then all the return legs. Central, we defeated them 2-0. Salgueiros was the draw. Nautico, same scoreline. We defeated them 4-2 away from home, and that leads us today to our Campeonato Pernambucano match against Santa Cruz. We have already won the league, or we have already topped the group, I should say. Sport and Nautico are 2 that are definitely moving on to the semifinal round. Santa Cruz more than likely will move on. It's just who's going to be that 4th team. Is it going to be Porto? Is it going to be Central? I don't know, but more than likely we should be taking this entire cup competition to begin with. Also, the Copa do Brasil was drawn, and in the first round we are going to be taking on Guaratingueta. Yeah, I don't know them either. They're a Serie B side, and from the looks of it, they are a very average Serie B side at that, having just been promoted from the 3rd division. So yeah, we're going to be taking them on in the first round. Should have no problem moving on to the 2nd. So now that that's over, we do have one little bit of transfer news. I did have a couple more loanees out, but I did make another big selling. In fact, it toppled Guillermo Rana's transfer fee for this season. We sold Salio. We sold Salio for a fee of 1.5 million to Atletico Paranaense. This was along with Eric. That he was one of my players that was going to have substantial fees and substantial compensation for him this coming season. I figured, okay, if I get rid of him and keep Eric, I could probably have some sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Some sort of payback or some sort of payoff. But Salio, now that I think about it, Salio was better than Eric was last season, and this might have been a mistake, but at the same time, I really need to get players off the books so I can get back into the black, and Salio was an unfortunate casualty for it. But I was able to get 1.5 million for him, so it wasn't all that bad in the end. Alright, so let's turn our attention to this match, this big derby, Sport Recife versus Santa Cruz. In the Campeonato Pernambucano, let's kick things off. They're going to be playing a very narrow 4-1-2-1-2, and I'm going with the formation I've used this entire season, 4-2-3-1. As you notice, we do not have Luciano up front. We also don't have Nassim Nahar or Leandro. They are all off injured. I think Leandro is the worst off. He has a back strain. He's out for 3 weeks. Nahar, or he actually has a broken ankle. He's out for 5 to 6. And Luciano should be back next week, if I recall correctly. Yeah, he only has a damaged elbow, which he suffered against ABC in the last match. So he'll be gone for another week. He'll be back in time for some of the other major cups. But this is going to be our starting 11 for today. We're going to have Fabio in net, Emmanuel, Aleph, William, and Franco Ramos is the back four. Zumbi and Duarte will be the 2 center mids. In the attacking mid positions, we will have Caligari, Mauricinho, and Octavio. And sitting up front, we will have striker Eric. I do have Lima, but he's a little tired. And actually, Lima, the only time I played him as a striker, he gave us a thrilling 6.2 performance. So I'm going to stay away from picking him in the striker role for the future. So Carabina may be the striker option up front next time. But yeah, let's kick off and see how we continue on in the Campeonato Pernambucano. Alright, and we kick off. We're going to be the home team, and of course, being the home team, we have our traditional red and black hoops. Santa Cruz are going to be in the black, red, and white stripes. And is that going to be a corner for us? Nope, it's starting off with a goal kick. Santa Cruz has been one of those teams in previous games that have been shown to progress really well if the AI controls them, even getting back up into Serie A. They were a big squad in the past. Seeing them go all the way down to Serie C is certainly not good for their performers or their supporters. And right away, was Eric onside? No, he was not. It was a step offside. But Santa Cruz is definitely one of those teams that you should not count out. They're probably one of the bigger sides in the state competitions, apart from Sport. And Nautico even was in Serie A for a good long while before being relegated. So those are the three that definitely have history, not only with each other, but history being in the top flight of Brazilian soccer, Brazilian football. And already we have encouraged them. Santa Cruz on the attack, looking to make something happen. That's a good tackle, dangerous tackle though. They keep the ball in. Will Santa Cruz have something on this attack? You shoot it wide, and it's only going to go out for a goal kick. Duarte with a free kick, 13 minutes on, in a good spot, keeping it in the zone. Caligari, what were you doing? Just sat there, just waiting. Well, whatever. We get the ball back. Let's see if we can reset it and have a better attacking chance this time around. Falls to Mauricinho. Duarte has the ball. Trying to find space through the middle. Octavio to Zumbi. Still trying to find passing lanes. Octavio out to Ramos. He has men in the center. He has options. Ramos put in a cross. Here's Octavio. Centers it to Mauricinho. It's deflected away by a defender and gives a corner. Octavio whips it in. Nobody there. Mauricinho picks it back up to Octavio, who was offside, man. You got to play that better. Yeah, Santa Cruz now trying to make something happen. They had some good passing lanes. Oh, dispossessing a bad way, a bad area. Good clearance of the ball, only to midfield. Santa Cruz get it right back, and once again are on the attack. Hold up. Retain possession. Stay on your feet, man. See a lot of dangerous sliding and tackles, and oh, Fabio just let that slip through his hands. And we are down 1-0 to fucking Santa Cruz. Just 18 minutes on. Alright, let's see if we can counter and get something going. Emmanuel whips it in, but nobody's there on the end of it. Duarte playing it back to Ramos. Again, trying to find lanes from the center. Mauricinho, what a strike! From all of 15 yards out, Mauricinho picking himself up a goal 2 minutes after. Nice swift reply there. And it's all tied up at one apiece. Another 2 minutes have gone by, and a lot of play through the middle. Ball staying through the middle. Not a lot of possession on either side. A lot of tackles. We get it. Eric ahead to Mauricinho, who finds Caligari, and what a strike from him. Top left corner. The Mexican, Kamani Caligari, putting Sport Recife up 2-1 after just 23 minutes. Let's keep this form up, boys. Caligari proving to be not just a great crossing winger, he's also a great striker too. Great finisher of the ball. Now another 2 minutes have passed. They're trying to reset it. Balls through midfield. Santa Cruz on a break. Off the post. Good pickup by Fabio. Can't let him get that, boys. You cannot let him get that far in front of you. Duarte with a free kick. Keeper had to save that. It's directly at him, though. Zumbi almost let the ball go over his head. What are you doing, man? Now we try to hit them on a little counter. Across the field to Caligari. Caligari, interesting pass to Emmanuel. Gets the cross into Eric, but he was well offside. He has not played well at all today. Eric's been offside twice, hasn't taken a single shot on net. It's been all wing play. It's been all Mauricinho and Caligari. 28 minutes on, whips it out to Emmanuel. He's got options in the center. Oh, keeper's down. Caligari. Oh, strikes it right into a defender. And another block sends it out for a throw-in. Come on, boys. Use that wing play to your advantage. They're playing straight up the middle. Oh, off the post! What are you doing? And there was another guy right there who could have smacked it in, but it's kicked out for a corner. And weak header right into the keeper's hands. Ooh, plenty of chances to make it 3-1 at this point. We got Emmanuel coming up the wing once again. Good throw into Eric. It was a tight angle. Didn't think he was going to have any chance at it, and it goes out for another corner. But Santa Cruz quell the danger, if only for another minute, as here we come attacking again. Ramos centers it to Duarte. Duarte makes it 3. Great strike from the youngster. And it's 3-1 Sport just before halftime. There have been plenty of offers for Duarte too. A lot of people, a lot of teams like Santos, like Sao Paulo, really want to have Duarte because he's great defensive mid, great defensive stats. And yeah, a lot of people want him. But I have refused to sell him because he is the future of my club. So I'm not gonna let anybody have him. Team's doing well. Keep it going, and let's start the second half. Santa Cruz kick off the ball. not much happened when we started. I do still have this on extended. If you want to see only key highlights, just let me know. I have it on extended because I just want to keep the matches a little longer just to show how my team's been doing. And what a strike by Octavio. Keeper was going left. Octavio shoots it to the right side of the net, and he puts us up 4-1 after just a couple minutes into the second half. And I'm really thinking about starting to sub out Eric since he's just been a load of bollocks right now. Every single shot. Oh, and Maricino almost makes it 5, just 30 seconds past. But yeah, I'm thinking of just subbing out Eric because he hasn't done much to impress me up front. So I think I'll do that right now. I'm going to bring on Carabina to take over for Eric. He is a primary AMC, but that striker role, hopefully he can develop into some sort of hybrid. Oh, Fabio, good save. That header was coming in. He needed to jump up for that one. Over the top. Santa Cruz can hit us on a counter, but another good save for Fabio. 25 minutes and change left in this match. Santa Cruz are not out of it. They're still fighting. They're still trying to get shots off. Ooh, what a strong tackle by Ramos. Free kick 25 yards out for Santa Cruz. Whips it in. Had a chance. Alright, 70. Yeah, let's get these other subs situated. We're going to bring on Tupa for Aleph. And our final sub is going to be... I should bring Octavio out, but... We'll bring on Moreira for Duarte. Yeah. Which, honestly, isn't all that much of a difference because Moreira is pretty fatigued as well. Cross comes in. Duarte. Oh, what a strike by Carabina. See, I bring on Carabina to replace Eric, and his first shot, maybe even his second shot, and he puts it in the net. Super sub Carabina. A lot better than Eric. I may start him at striker now if Luciano's ever goes out injured. But it's 5-1 now, Sport over Santa Cruz, and if this scoreline holds, it'll be the same scoreline as we defeated them away from home. But with 3 minutes, actually 2 minutes in stoppage time left, who knows, we may even get another goal. We're pressuring Moreira, finding middle to Carabina. Just misses. 2 minutes of stoppage time added, and they've all but come and gone. One final attack unless the ref's going to blow the whistle. And he does, and it's full time. Sport Recife utterly demolishing Santa Cruz, even though early on it looked like Santa Cruz were going to stick in with us. But just from 30 minutes on, it was all Sport Recife, and they couldn't catch us. Great win for us. Great win. 20 shots to their 7. Good majority possession. And like I said, we've already moved on to the semifinal stage. We don't know if we're going to be facing Porto or Central in the next round. Well, let's just take a look at the schedule and see when we will come back next. So we have the Copa do Brasil, we have the Nordestyle quarterfinals, Pernambucano, which right after that is going to be the semifinals of that. And I don't know, we may have a couple more matches in the Nordestyle in between this and the start of the Brasileirão. I'd love to come back to the start of the Brasileirão just to show exactly how we've done in the cup competition. So we may come back against Criciúma, and if we don't come back versus Criciúma, it will be a little later, maybe 2 months down the road against Vitória. But I'm planning on Cruz'ing as our next live com because, like I said, there's going to be a lot of cup matches in between this. So there you go. Book it. Cruz'ing is going to be our next opponent. Recently promoted Cruz'ing at that. So looking to get a win against them. I'd like to thank everyone for watching this video. If you like what you saw, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Comments, suggestions, questions, banter, anything else, please leave it in the comment box below. But until next time, this is Gendo. I'd like to thank you very much for watching again. I will see you in the next video. Take care, and peace out.